Morning everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. We're going to use the Universal Celtic Tarot for your reading today, which looks like this. Before I go any further, big thank you to all of those who are supporting me. Thanks to the members who sent through their details and what they would like to have as a, I guess, as a reward along the way. For those of you who haven't, I'm offering a half an hour coaching. This is only for members. Half an hour coaching session or a gift of a t-shirt and or a tarot deck. So if you'd like to let me know what you'd like to partake of, I will happily get them out to you, but make sure you send your details through. For those of you who haven't become members and you're interested, there are already several videos up of the individual cards, which I've started on, and hopefully, you know, if I can't get a one-on-one, I'm still trying to work out if I can do a members only, but I will put up a Zoom link for a group more than likely next week. All right. Is there anything else? Personal readings, the Aussie Goddess at gmail.com, just straight spelling the Aussie Goddess, all one word, at gmail.com. I have been able to, thanks to Linda, my friend, I have been able to cut down on some of the scamming from certain countries, and it really has helped my page a lot. So it might take a little while, but please be careful in the meantime. Oh, we have the Eight of Pentacles jumping out on us here. All right, let's get into this reading. So this is the only thing with this deck. It's so beautiful, but it's really shiny. So sometimes I have to keep wriggling the pack so you can see it. We have the Nine of Cups coming straight out. Now, somebody said to me there's a lot of love in the cards at the moment. And not only is there a lot of love, there's also a lot of, you know, wishes being granted, sort of people moving in the right direction, a lot of reassurance if you're doing the work that you are on track. I want to say to you, with the Nine of Cups, generally it means a wish is coming true. Something is being granted for you. Now, the thing is, when we talk about a wish, what exactly are we talking about? It could be that your wish is to wake up this morning and have a bright and sunny day, but it might be something more sort of substantial. But whatever this is, it's like you're going to recognize that something has answered your question or your desire. Okay, behind that we have the Sun card. So they are really beautiful, aren't they? So the Sun card is a card that talks about, you know, going back to the beginning, starting again, having a brand new, creating something brand new, but feeling childlike, like feeling innocent. So it always is a happy card. Even if it's in reverse, it still really means the same. It just still influences the cards around it. It's a beautiful card. And with the wish card there, I'm wondering here, because it does represent the sign of Leo as well. So your wish could be around someone who's a Leo, maybe good health for a Leo. But certainly feeling with the wish card, there's something beautiful happening. There is the ending of a cycle here. Now that's really important in this reading. And then I have the Nine of Pentacles, which again is that feeling independent, feeling self-sufficient, feeling on top of things. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card too, because it's sort of telling you that you've got things together, you're going in the right direction, and perhaps you're manifesting or bringing through things that you've wanted. There does seem to be a love offer here with the Seven of Swords and the Four of Wands. Okay, I feel like some of you your wish may be to either meet somebody, maybe you've already got someone in your sights and you're waiting for someone to ask you on that date. It could be for somebody who doesn't feel like a returning energy, so I don't feel it's somebody returning, but I do feel that it could be somebody you know or somebody you've had perhaps a friendship with the Sun card there. But it certainly feels like somebody is really recognizing you, I want to say. So, you know, it's really funny because as human beings, we we learn not to seek validation outside of ourselves, but there does come a point where we do like to be recognized for things. That doesn't mean we need to build our self-esteem or our confidence into what people think of us, but it certainly makes us realize, that we're valuable, or that we're valued as people by other people around us. I had a conversation with somebody the other day around compliments, because somebody said to me, whenever anybody compliments them, the first place they go to is, what are you trying to get out of me? And I sort of think, whilst complimenting can be a bit narcissistic, it also can be a genuine thought from somebody else. And I certainly compliment people, and it is not my intention to manipulate, but it is a tactic used by narcissists and people who are manipulative or toxic. I think it comes down to you trusting, without sort of completely, negating a person. I think it's up to you to say something if you're unsure. But don't dwell on people's compliments. You don't need them. You are who you are. And although it's nice sometimes to be validated, you should be working on that sort of stuff yourself and learning how to validate yourself. But anyway, little aside there. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles coming through with the Seven of Pentacles. I want to talk about that Seven of Swords that came out too, with the Queen of Wands and the Moon card. Now, the Moon card for me always talks about something that we're not seeing yet, something that's sort of hidden from our view. And I feel like here there is something here that is not known to you at this point in time that might be quite a surprise when it comes around. Now, if it's somebody who wants a new beginning with you, or a romance with you, or a love with you, there may be other things in the background that haven't been shown to you yet. So maybe that's why I've gone on a little bit of that spiel, really understanding how, I almost want to say, predators look for your weak points. And if you've got low self-esteem or low confidence, then they will look for those and compliment to get you past that. So if you meet someone who's over the top with compliments, gifts, nice gestures, then I would say to you, be a little cautious. Doesn't mean that everybody is going to be that way. But it really is up to you to discern whether this person is legitimate and genuine, or whether they are being manipulative. I do feel with the Queen of Wands, though, that you've probably done some work on this. You probably do understand that it's very possible that somebody might be trying to sort of weasel their way into your good graces. So maybe just be a little bit sort of standoffish. I don't think that you have to really say, please don't compliment me, but I certainly think if the compliments come too thick and fast, or seem ingenuous or not real, then I would say to you, be cautious. All right, so we have the Six of Swords coming through. Look at this, with the Tower right in the middle of the reading, and the Queen of Swords. I almost want to ask, are you one of those people who has been in that situation before, where, people have come into your life and sort of overloaded you with compliments, and you're walking around giggling like a schoolgirl thinking, wow, this is great, and the butterflies in your stomach are going, and you interpret the butterflies as being excitement, when in reality your intuition's saying, whoa, hold back, this isn't good. But we're taught to believe butterflies are a good thing, and they're really not. They are. I tell you how I worked it out years ago, but it just didn't occur to me. I got the same butterflies when I went on the Big Dipper as I did when I sort of had an interest, love interest. And I used to wonder why it was that some people interpreted this feeling in your stomach as butterflies, and some people saw them as something bad, like the Big Dipper. And some people saw them as something good, like meeting a new love interest. But it never occurred to me that they all mean the same thing. Look out, you're in trouble. Your intuition is telling you that you need to be more cautious moving forward. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. All it's saying is you are telling yourself that there's a need to tread carefully. So the Tower is here. So I feel I'm talking to people who may have been put in a situation previously or before where they have been manipulated by somebody and they've learned that lesson. And it sort of brings back a couple of readings I've done around toxic people. You don't always realize straight away that a person is toxic, but there are a number of red flags you can look out for. All right, have the Death card coming through. A lot of Scorpio energy with the Two of Cups and the Eight of Wands with the Page of Swords. You're doing your homework here. You are doing your homework. You know, it's really funny because a lot of people fall in love with people long before they realize they're not who they set out to be. It's just the way we are. We're trusting, we're vulnerable. Maybe we're a little naive or a little bit silly that we trust people before we stop trusting them. But in this particular reading, you're coming up as the Queen of Wands. And that makes me feel like somehow you may have already done that homework. You may already know who you are. You may have already encountered people who've taken you for a ride or whatever else. Because there's a complete change of seeing love. You're seeing love in a completely different way here. And there's a death of the old. So it's almost like, and I say to you here, because you've got this beautiful energy of the Two of Cups, it's like you won't see things quite the same way anymore. It's like you're seeing them with open eyes. You're building better foundations for yourself. You're starting to understand how people work. The really sad thing is when you start seeing things for what they are, you get less attention. Because you've got so much attention when people want to take you for a ride or be toxic. And then all of a sudden, as you start to become more aware, there's less and less of these people around because they don't see you the same way anymore. Your vibration isn't as easy to get into as it was before. So I feel like somehow or another here, there has been sort of like a lot of investigation, a lot of conversations around this, a lot of research. So I feel like almost like you're going back out into the world to try and see if this time around you can understand or see things very differently. Like I always say, be the observer. You don't want to get hooked in again. And it's very easy to keep repeating that pattern. And I see with the Ten of Swords a negative pattern completing. This Wish card with the Sun card makes me feel like somehow or another it's time for you to do what you need to do and really understand how to do it differently. This is the ending of some sort of cycle for you here. Whatever it is, it makes me feel with the Nine of Pentacles like you're really understanding your own value and what you put forth to others and how you can stop yourself being used or dropping back into some sort of toxic situation again. But like I said, sometimes we're totally head over heels with somebody before we realise that perhaps we are in a toxic relationship. Usually that person can't hang on to the mask for too long. All right, we're going to read an oracle card from the White Light Oracle. Hello, Denise, because Denise was the first time I saw this deck and then found it somewhere just out of the blue. All right, so I have Ivory Wish Fulfilling Crow. That's what I mean. Sometimes it's hard. Oh, there it is. You can have what you truly want. Let's see if we can get that out. There we go. Seek such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping control and doubt. Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers and is even now leading to you to that which you seek. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, there is always a way through to the fulfillment of your potential. So I feel like that just complements the reading completely. So basically, Spirit is saying you're ready because you know exactly what you want, and I feel like you're about to be sent either a little bit of a task, or maybe you're meant to find that beautiful soul or that beautiful heart you're looking for. I'll leave you with that. Thank you.